Alright, because I'm up right now, I'm gonna do a video on how to play Bacchus at God rank 10. Fuck. Let's see. Yep, whatever. I have, let's see, stats. There we go. Look at the stats if you want. We're just gonna do an item cap. I do have both the awards, which are like super easy to do if you play Bacchus. Let's see. So his entire kit is based off around having mitigations. I'm going to take off everything to show you the order and what you're actually going to be buying and all that when it comes down to it, because it's Bacchus. So you're going to buy Sentinel's Embrace because you want the protections from that. That's just going to be the way it is. You're going to buy the purple shoe. Then you're going to go for Gauntlet because you want your Gauntlet stacks. You're not going to go for Stone. Instead, we're going to go for Spear of the Magus. So that way you get the extra power and the extra damage output with your teammates in fights. Because currently it is just a better Stone of Binding, which is insane. Pestilence for the anti-heal. Oh my god, bro, this fucking thing. And you're gonna get Severity for the protections. The AoE protections, that's just the way it will be. And then you'll sell your shoe for a Mantle of Discord, so you have more protections. And you gain because whenever you drink from the chug, you gain more protections. That's just the way it is. But this will also make it where you stun whenever you get low HP, which you'll probably end up getting pretty low. Then you're going to want Mediation as your first item, your first relic, because it will help you sustain your mana early game and keep yourself alive longer early on. And then you're going to want Blink to blink in, of course. I had both of these on because I ran wards. That I changed up what wards I use now, but you know how it is. You can just run. Where is it? I do put that on at the start to clear, but then I run this ward now. I run 2 of them because, you know, it's good. Of course, you can change up the build depending on how shit goes. Instead of Mantle, you may want anti-crit, or if you want you don't need to build anti-heal, you put on Heart Ward, you know, it all depends on what they have. Gives you a little bit of cooldown, gives you hella protections, gives you some power. He's a hybrid tank for sure. So yeah, that's the build. Ability builder, you can see what it is. I didn't change it from what I normally do. You want to buy, actually I'm going to change it right now. You're going to want to buy, because you have your chug right off the bat, you're going to get Belch of the Gods first. That's just the way it is. Then you're going to go straight into chug. Then you're going to go, you want to max out your, which one was it? Oh shit, I can't remember now. Okay, you buy Belch, you get that chug, then the flop. Wait, no. Belch, flop, chug, alt. Then you want to max out your square while upgrading Belch, I think, right? It's very situational. You can change this however you want, but you also want to increase your alt. Belly flop should be the last thing you do. It is the leap. That's what you're going to use it for, is the leap. Of course, so yeah. I guess I can go over the actual abilities and the normal thing, so. Drink, it's a self buff, gives you protections and power. It's stupid. It lasts 6 seconds for the buffs itself, has an 8-second cooldown, but it increases your drunkometer by 40%, which is nice. The drunkometer is, if you're tipsy and smash, you basically gain buffs the entire time. If you're not smashed the entire game, you're not playing the character right. That's just the way it is. Whenever he kills a god, he gets 10% on his meter. That's whatever. You don't care about that because you're a support. But you gain 30 magical power and 10% damage mitigation when you're smashed. That's what you're going to be at most of the time. On top of what your chug gives you, which was 35 magical power, 35 protections. 35 magical power plus the 30, you'll gain 75 magical power. That's why you run the spear for the extra damage output. That's why he hits really hard early game. And we'll just go over this one. So this is just your leap. Knocks him in the air, dealing damage. If he is tipsy, all enemies are slowed after they land. That's if you're tipsy, it says. I don't know if it's the same for smashed. I think so. Belch is if you are tipsy, which I think is the same thing as being smashed. It will, hey Devin, it will actually do damage over time, then stun them on the last hit. You're also immune to knockback. And then I'm doing a cap of how I play Bacchus right now. That's all. And he got his ult, which is just basically it's an insta pop AoE that you could do. That does pretty decent damage and makes them intoxicated, which makes them fucking walk weird, so. It also gives you a buff, which is nice. So it is good in team fights if you're gonna pop this and then use your cone ability, your belch. So yeah, that's basically how you play him right now. Yeah, I didn't buy any skins for him because I don't really like any of his skins besides like Blobkiss. That's how you play Bacchus at God rank 10.